Hey, what's up, guys? How's it going? Part 2. Driving to San Diego, guys. We got another 100-mile stretch right here. So I wanted to pop back on and continue our conversation from earlier about tip matching, possible fraudulent behavior from drivers, and the Uber 180 days of change, and ask you guys the question, have we seen the best from Uber, or is there more to come? And it was interesting verbiage that we saw in the last announcement from Uber. What I really noticed in the last email about the 180 days of change is they said that there's more big, exciting things to come. Okay, the biggest announcement arguably so far was the addition of tips in the app. Okay, I mean, that's really the most monumental change that we've had on Uber. We've never had that before. Like we mentioned in the last live stream, you have paid wait time windows, shorter cancellation windows now, and all of that. But really, in-app tipping was the big thing. But Uber just said many more big, exciting things to come. I know, it came up as a question mark. Is that a question mark, Francisco? Francisco sent a question mark emoji. I don't know if you're on Android. Sometimes the emojis mess up if you're on Android or iOS. So hey guys, thanks for joining. We got a couple people in here, more people jumping on. We are en route to San Diego. We've been driving for about 7 hours so far. Oh, messed up. Okay, Francisco said it messed up. We've been driving for about 7 hours. We did an hour stream earlier. We're gonna do another, who knows, hour stream right now or whatever we, however long we go for. I guess until the light keeps up, huh? We're driving through Indiana right now. We are leaving Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, moving to San Diego, California. You know the story. If you don't, check out that first live stream. We'll talk about why we're doing this drive. So let's continue our discussion. Let's just jump right into it here, because that's what you guys want. Exactly. Francisco just asked a great question. What else can they do that's better than tips? What do you think, guys? What else can Uber do that's better than in-app tipping? Let me extend that question. What can Uber do that's going to really stand out next to Lyft? Let's think about that too. Because Lyft has in-app tipping. They've always had that. So what can Uber do as part of this 180 days of change to really stand out? We got another bad connection here, guys, so bear with me. And I think we know the answer to that question. Is what can the finale, or what should the finale be to this 180 days of change? What do you guys think? And I'll tell you my thoughts on this in just a second. Something that Uber can do, that they are the leader in the rideshare space, something that will hopefully create some movement in the rideshare space. Hey, Michael, thanks for Michael, as you can see, my apologies to you. We are already out of Pittsburgh. I was going to reach out to you via email and let you know that we had a very, very fast turnaround time from Pittsburgh to turn back around to San Diego. I apologize, I did not reach out to you. Thanks for joining, though. Really appreciate that. Guys, Michael is a viewer in Pittsburgh, the market that I grew up in, drove in, and I'm now relocating from Pittsburgh to San Diego. Yeah, Mike, well, Michael, whatever you prefer. I'll reach out to you via email as well, just to finish some points for you. Thanks, it's cool, man. Yeah, guys, we came back, as you know, from San Diego. When did I fly in? Thursday? No. A couple days ago, like 1 day ago, 2 days ago or something. We flew in and immediately, gave my notice to my current employer, or my now past former employer, and we immediately did the turnaround. I packed it up, got everything in the car here, as you can see, and we turned around and headed right back out. It's going to take me 5 days to get out there. And let's navigate this traffic here. All right, there we go. Yeah, it's going to take me 5 days to get out there as far as driving. Michael's added some comments about what Uber could do to really, put the exclamation point at the end of this 180 days of change program. Because guys, it's not quite over yet, and Uber stated they still have some more exciting things to come. Remember, this program, they promised big and small changes. I think the in-app tipping was a huge change. The paid wait time and the shorter cancellation window were smaller changes, like medium changes. So I still think there's room for some really big change, and I'm excited to see what it is. Michael had a suggestion to, of course, raise rates across the board on the Uber system, right? That would be a fantastic exclamation point, fantastic ending to this 180 days of change. He also commented that maybe letting drivers keep all of base fares, not taking any commission from base fares, which is, this is why I love doing the live stream, because it is a roundtable. It's a brainstorming session. I am just one person with, a set of ideas, but you guys can think about it from so many different angles. You guys got your own thoughts. You're in your own markets, and you guys got your own ideas. You got great ideas. Michael's idea of us keeping all of base fare is kind of interesting. Think about it this way. Maybe Uber doesn't raise rates. I know Francisco says they need to raise rates. They really do, but think about this. What if they don't raise rates, but let us keep all of base fare with no commission? Now then again, hopefully the surge prevalence, how much it surges, wouldn't change either. So we could still get surge fares. So what if they didn't raise rates, but they let us keep all of base fare? Now, of course, the argument is, well, Uber is just going to not surge at all anymore, because they're just going to say, hey, you can drive base fare, you get to keep all of it, but we're just going to make sure that it doesn't surge. I don't know. Francisco says Uber should have a Lyft. Well, Uber should have an Uber version of the Lyft Power Driver bonus. And what that is, guys, is a certain threshold of rides. I know you guys are fast here. Michael, who again is from Pittsburgh, guys, just got a text from Lyft saying that they're bringing Lyft Premier. I know you guys are flying in the comments this time. Safety first, I'll try to catch it if I can. But Michael said they're bringing Lyft Premier, which is the premium service, to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Michael drives quite the premier vehicle. He drives a Tesla Model S. Hey, Ironclaw30, thanks for joining from New Jersey. Ironclaw says, are you getting more virtual or cash tips? Interesting question. And yeah, guys, the last thing we talked about was tipping, in-app tipping, Tip Tuesday, all that stuff. Let me answer that question. I've gotten more cash tips, and why is that? Well, Uber just added in-app tipping like what, a month ago, a month and a half ago. So there is going to be a learning curve. New passengers that haven't requested a ride recently, they're going to see in their app, hey, you can tip your driver. They're going to see at the end of their trip, hey, rate your driver and you can tip as well if you'd like. Now remember, they have to have the most updated version, but at least on iOS, they're going to be basically force updated eventually anyway. If they don't update it, Apple's going to basically force update it, whenever they're over Wi-Fi or something. Yeah, Michael says I could have used the autopilot for this live stream. He's talking about his Tesla Model S, which has the autonomous driving capabilities for this live. Yeah, Michael, guys, we left, well, we didn't leave early. I'm not going to lie. We didn't leave early. We left around 1 p.m. here. But basically, I slept in, made sure I got a good amount of sleep. I packed everything in the car. I already organized everything. I just had to put it in the car. So I did that. We filled up the tank, got some breakfast, and we were gone. So there really wasn't that much free time. Michael, you're awesome just for offering that. Really appreciate it. Michael offered to have me drive his very, very expensive, super fancy, high-tech, half robot, half machine Tesla Model S. Thank you, Michael. Really appreciate that. Michael joins a lot of live streams here. That's awesome. So yeah, tipping guys. Iron Claw, to finish your question. Yeah, I've been getting more cash tips. Now, of course, it's been crazy here recently, so I haven't really gotten out in the last week or so with the move and everything and flying out to San Diego. But I got more cash tips. I think that's just how passengers are used to it. Now, here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing. At least in Pittsburgh, we have a lot of universities in the area. University of Pittsburgh, Chatham, CMU, Carnegie Mellon. Michael's talking about how he drove from Boston. Took a week, never again, he says. Yeah, this should take about 4 or 5 days, guys. Yeah, Francisco, high beams behind me. Yeah, we got an 18-wheeler behind me with one headlight out, and his other headlight is a LED. I'm gonna get some distance between us here because I'm sure that's annoying. He's not tailing me or anything, but he has just one headlight, and it's a super bright, unbalanced LED. This left lane, guys, I tell you, I move over and we got cars flying up on me here. Let me just get in front of this traffic real quick. Speed limit 70. I forget what interstate we're on, but speed limit 70. Okay, there we go. Yeah, we got all the 18-wheelers in the right-hand lane, as you can imagine, you know. Michael says there's an Uber freight truck. Yeah, it's an autonomous one, huh? You can't help it. There's no one driving it. Hey, All Things Cleveland, how's it going? All Things Cleveland, I always think ATC. You know, I always abbreviate that name. All Things Cleveland, what's up? I know, Francisco, LOL. It's an Uber. Oh God, he's coming up behind us, guys. That 18-wheeler just passed the other 18-wheeler, and now he's gonna be behind us again. Oh man, oh come on. Not like I care. He wasn't really tailing, but that one high beam is it's annoying to you guys, I bet. So yeah, to close out your question, Iron Claw, I've been getting more cash tips, but again, I haven't been out there much in the last week. Speed it up, Mike. You know what? I should speed it up. I'm going under the speed limit right now. I'm being too safe. Speed limit's 70. I'm going like 68. I got another 18-wheeler in front of me. You guys are funny. All Things Cleveland, I'm great, man. I feel fantastic. I've been driving 7 hours. I feel great. I got a ton of sleep. I got my Monster energy drink. I'm talking to you guys. Where am I at now, Francis? I'm still in Indiana somewhere. Yeah. St. Louis. I passed St. Louis, somewhere around there. I feel great though, guys. Yeah, we're probably going to drive for 9 hours total. Maybe 10, you know, which is going to put me around 10:30. Yeah, we're headed to San Diego, Francisco. Yeah, I'm going to go until like 10:30, maybe 11:15, find a hotel, and then pick it up for day 2. I may live stream from the hotel. I don't think I have any video to edit. Maybe I'll film video. You never know. You never know. Dark Road, really appreciate that. Francisco, done with the move. We got a lot of the major furniture done. We made a trip to IKEA, and I was honestly building IKEA furniture the entire time I was there, helping my girlfriend. We're moving in together. Well, we had been living together at her place, but we're moving to San Diego together. And I was building like 7 pieces of IKEA furniture. Yeah, All Things Cleveland, appreciate that. Dark Road, thank you as well. Yeah, guys, for anyone that's interested, I am working in sales for a company called Insta Healthy. You can think Instagram. This is Insta Healthy. It's a organic and healthy vending machine solutions company working with offices, YMCAs, gyms, schools, etc. And they supply non-GMO, no preservative, organic options in the entire machine. Cold drinks and snacks, as well as micro markets which you can buy even more selections going, extending into salads, wraps, healthy alternatives if you have like, a post-workout meal. If you walk in your office and you want like something healthy after your walk. If you go to the gym and you want something quick, you're pressed for time, you can get it from an organic, healthy vending machine, which is pretty awesome. Insta Healthy. Guys, my email is yourdrivermike@gmail. If you think your office, if you work for a school, if you're at a gym, if you think you could use something like that, let's start talking. And your guys' comments are flying here. Michael, I'm thinking about getting into Tesla Tech or my real estate license, I think that said. That'd be awesome. Hey, Michael, if you're interested in sales, I mean, there's that office out there in Robinson. There's a Tesla dealership or whatever the in-store dealerships or whatever they call it. Great commission potential there. I'm not sure how they structure their employees, but you already have the experience talking about being an owner. That'd be pretty cool. All right, guys. Yeah, if you have any other questions about the move, but we'll continue talking about the tipping here. There we go, our connection improved. It tells me when I have a bad connection, we're good now. All right, so let's see about the move. Yeah, the move is getting done. Got to build some more furniture and then, clean up and stuff. But that's that. Hey guys, 6 people in here in the car with me. This is an Uber X. I can't have all 6 of you in here. Just kidding. That was an awful joke, guys. That was an awful joke. Yeah, 7 in here hanging in the Dodge Caliber. Guys, you are driving to San Diego with me right now. We're on our way. We're going strong. I feel great. I love talking to you guys. It's fun to talk to you on this drive. And we're talking anything you want. We've been recently talking about the tipping Tuesday, tip matching this past Tuesday. Hey guys, if you're just joining this live stream, you know what it is. This channel is dedicated to the rideshare space. If you're a driver, if you're a passenger, if you're someone just interested in the rideshare space, consider subscribing, consider watching the videos, our playlist, commenting in the live stream, commenting in a video. We have a ton of resources to educate you. If you're already a driver, you just want education. If you're a new driver, we just did a video for you. If you want a little brush up on Uber, on Lyft specifically, we have playlists for both platforms. A ton of info, a ton of stuff, guys. I'm gonna swipe up real fast here. I saw something from Michael. Michael drives Z-Trip, says he always gets cash tips. Dark Road says you're gonna love the beaches in San Diego. Absolutely. Someone else said it should be busier than Pitt, and I missed one comment. They're flying through here, guys. Your comments are awesome. Yeah, about the beach, we did stop into Pacific Beach, which was awesome, guys. I touched foot in the Atlantic Ocean and the Pacific Ocean, not at the same time. And I am never ending with awful jokes, guys. All Things Cleveland, I wish I could tip you on for your trip right now. Let me think, guys. I don't know, but if you're watching this on a laptop or desktop, you may still be able to send a super chat, which is basically like a here. Let me. Oh, too much interior light. I thought I could brighten my interior lights a little bit more, but apparently they're maxed out already, and we just popped on our interior lights live streaming. Oh my God, that 18-wheeler is still behind us, guys. He's still back there. Live streaming, guys. It always goes smoothly. But yeah, if you're watching this on a desktop or laptop, you may be able to send a super chat, which is like a tip if you would like. It highlights your comment, depending on what denomination you give. And it's always appreciated, obviously, guys. I am mobile live streaming, so I'm not sure if you can send a super chat on a mobile live stream versus if I was live streaming on my laptop. I don't know. But hey, throwing it out there, if you would like, you can send a super chat. What do you guys want to talk about? I'm gonna steer it back to tipping. And actually, we were talking about, have we seen the best from Uber as far as the 180 days of change? Michael just says he bought the Falcon F360 dual cam dash cam. I hope it's easy to install. Michael, it's super easy to install. We have it up here right now. He's right behind me again, guys. You see that high beam? Oh my gosh. He just likes my car, I guess. He's probably just driving. I'm just completely making that up, I'm sure. Yeah, Michael, anyone that's interested in a good dash cam, right now we're testing out the Vantrue N2 Pro, which is a 1080p dual camera dash cam. You can win one just for being a subscriber. Check out the recent video we did announcing that giveaway. But also, I've used the Falcon F360. Oh, look how bright that is, guys. Oh my gosh. There, he's passing us, guys. There he goes. I'm not even sure if he's an 18-wheeler. Let's find out. Oh, it's so bright. It's right in my face. It's right in my face. I'm going like 5 over, you know. Maybe he's a fan. He just wants to say hi. He's like, I'm watching your live stream right now. Okay, let's see. He is a... Yep. Yeah, it's a full-size 18-wheeler. I'll just get out of his way. And... Okay, we're good. It says exit only. I want to make sure I'm in the right lane there. Okay. All right, real quick. Let me swipe up. Okay, there we go. All Things Cleveland said, I remember I tried to do the super chat, said I didn't have enough viewers or something. Yeah, if you have a channel, guys, you do need 1,000 subscribers to get super chat. We did just unlock that pretty recently because we just passed 1,000. And you guys are awesome because we're sprinting past all these milestones, which is awesome. Our next major milestone is 5,000. We may do something for 2,500 as well. 5,000 is the big one. But yeah, we're doing that dash cam giveaway for 1,000, which is pretty cool. It's our most expensive. Oh, we're talking about Travis Kalanick. But yeah, it's the most expensive prize we've done. I'm pumped to be partnering with Vantrue to give it away. Shout out to them for providing that dash cam for us. We're going to be doing a full review, putting it head to head against the Falcon as well. All Things Cleveland, let me know. I'll send you a little something. Guys, if you're watching this in the live stream, in your live chat, you know, where you're entering your comments, if you're on a laptop or desktop, next to the emoji, you know, you can type let's try that again. Type your text in, and then below that you should see an emoji, you know, to add emojis. Next to that, there should be a $sign. Again, it's no pressure, but if you want to send a super chat, if you click on that $sign, you can enter, you know, a message per usual, but you can select a dollar amount if you want to send I'm not trying to promote it too much. I'm just trying to answer All Things Cleveland's question, and that's how you should be able to do it. There should be a $sign. You click on that, you select an amount, enter your card information, and boom, there you go. I think it's pretty cool just to reward your creator. I've sent some to some of the big YouTube trainers that I watch to help me improve my channel. I've sent a good amount of super chats. I think it's fun. You know, and they typically shout you out. I'm talking about guys that have like 50,000 subscribers. Yeah, All Things Cleveland on my cell. Guys, if you're on your cell, unfortunately you can't. I think Android you might be able to. But on your cell phone, you really can't send a super chat. I know it's kind of like, why not? YouTube is going to add that, but only laptop and desktop. Again, no pressure. Let's stop talking about that because I'm not trying to pressure you to send super chats. Highly appreciated, but not required, just like Uber. All right. You guys were flying in the comments here. We were talking about dash cams. Michael, the Falcon is very easy to install. Guys, if you don't have a dash cam, definitely get a dash cam. It's a perfect investment. I will, All Things Cleveland. All Things Cleveland. says hit me up. Yep, I got you, man. Yeah, if you're a rideshare driver or if you're a personal driver, just driving your car, for personal driving, I've said it before, a dash cam is a super easy one-time investment to cover all of your driving. I've said, how long do you plan on driving a car? Probably decades, so make the one-time investment $150, $200 over the course of who knows how many years and decades is worth it. Yeah, Dark Road, thanks for bringing that up here. Let's continue to talk about this 180 days of change. Dark Road asks, speaking of dark, I know it's kind of dark in here, guys. Hey guys, you see those headlights behind me? Now we have an 18-wheeler with 2 bright LEDs. We're getting to that hour. The later and later it gets, the less and less, civilian drivers are on the road and more commercial drivers and 18-wheelers. Nothing wrong with that. Hats off to those guys for that, focus and fatigue management. That's something. Yeah, Dark Road was asking, have we seen the best and the biggest from Uber already? Have they already shown us all their cards as far as improvements with 180 days of change? Or do we still have bigger changes coming? That's kind of lighting me up a little bit, isn't it, guys? The kind of, what's it called? Secondary lights bouncing off here and bouncing off the rear view. Oh, we got a nice little area here. This would be a nice place to stop. Holiday Inn, Hampton Inn, Super 8. But I'm not tired yet. Let's power on. Okay, I'm not talking. You just want to hear the answer, huh? Hey, truckers are cool, Michael. Nothing wrong with that. I'll tell you one thing. You don't want to get these guys mad. They have the bigger vehicle, right? I'll give them the right of way. I got a FedEx freight truck in front of me. I got another one behind me. I think I'm going to try to pass this FedEx truck just to get out of this sandwich that I'm in. Okay, so in my opinion, let's think about this. I think there's more. I'm like so cautious when I say that, but I think there's more coming. I think there's bigger things coming. And part of me wants to think that rate increases are coming. The hopeful business side of me thinks that, yeah, rates could increase. Why? Because again, passengers have said that they'll still take Uber if rates were higher. And this is just from, what drivers have said in talking to passengers across driver forums. This isn't, a survey or anything, but drivers have said, when they ask their passengers, that passengers will pay more. Uber is a way of life now. It's so dark now. You guys are awesome for hanging on here. You can still see me a little bit. Yeah, we've done pitch black live streams before. Appreciate it, guys. Michael says, when I was younger, my Honda CX was so low it could go under an 18-wheeler. They have those like flaps, right, on the side of it just to protect itself in accidents, I think. I don't know. I don't know what that's for. That's kind of what I assume it's for. But yeah, All Things Cleveland says, I think they're doing good with 180 days of change. Just too many drivers. Guys, I agree with that. There's a lot of cynicism with Uber, especially. And I think it stems from everything they've done in the past. You guys are flying in the comments. Ironclaw, we did a video on that. Ironclaw is asking, is there a point where Uber should limit signups for new drivers? Yeah, we did a video on that, and the short answer is they probably should consider it, or at least entertain the idea of limiting signups or have a queue for signups. Let me just finish this point real quick here. I am cautiously optimistic that Uber will raise rates because, again, Uber is a way of life now. So many people use Uber in major cities. It's just a given. You use Uber. Also Lyft, of course, Lyft as well, but people use Uber like nothing. It's just common practice now, okay? So they have such a strong foothold in that market. At the very minimum, Uber has a 60% share in the rideshare space. That's assuming that Lyft has a 40% share, which is generous. It's probably closer to an 80-20 split. Uber is dominating the rideshare space. They're giving, like, I don't know, what is it? Some crazy number. You know, millions of rides a day, I think it is, something like that. They just dominate. And the revenue that they're getting from that is just astronomical. Now, of course, there's an argument of, you know, them being profitable. You know, I don't know, because we don't see their expenses. You know, we don't see how much they're spending on R&D, on, you know, tech development, on coding, staffing. You know, we don't know. We don't know. I am not concerned if they are in the red still. If they're still losing money, I'm still not concerned. And I think a lot of people have a knee-jerk reaction to be concerned. Like, Uber's failing, Uber's in the red. Yeah, so is Amazon. You know, Uber is still such a young company. What, 6 years old, 5, 6 years old? I mean, think about the longevity of a company, right? They're still in that upswing. They're still in that funding. You know, they're not even public yet, right? Now, you know, if they go under, I'll eat my words, but I'm still confident that, you know, Uber is going to be fine money-wise, you know, because if I was an investor, if I was an angel investor and I was looking at Uber, my pockets would be shoveling money into Uber because it's so big. If I can get on the ground floor, I think there's so much, you know, to be gained from an investor. Dark Road said maybe Uber should switch to a flat rate subscription. Oh, fireworks. Oh, am I really that easily distracted, guys? I am. I guess it's fireworks. I mean, it came out of nowhere. Oh, come on. So you've seen fireworks before. What are you doing? Yeah, the subscription system, when it comes to driving, John Zimmer, the CEO of Lyft, has mentioned a subscription system with autonomous cars. Okay, and we did a video on autonomous cars. Well, we did a stream that talked about autonomous cars. And in that stream, we showed the mapping for Lyft. Lyft does not see themselves fully launching autonomous for another 8 to 10 years, okay? And in that time period, John Zimmer said that it's probably gonna be a subscription service based on mileage. All Things Cleveland, you're right about the rates. If they improve, that's the only thing that's missing. Yeah, and I mean, some markets are just way too low, you know. Orlando has been at 65 cents. Oh, hey guys, we're entering Illinois. Just to give you a heads up, we're entering Illinois. Okay, Google Maps did not give me a heads up. Okay, so Google, let me jump. We still should have plenty of time. I won't pause it just yet. But there's some markets that are way too low. Okay, 65 cents a mile in Orlando, in Oklahoma City, Detroit. I think it's still pretty low. It doesn't make any sense. I mean, Uber can better their profit line. Passengers will still happily pay double those rates. Why not increase those rates? $1.50 a mile in every market is solid. If you're in more high demand markets, you know, like New York City, where they have to pay full commercial insurance, $2 a mile or whatever they want to do is more appropriate too. But $1.50 at least, I mean, do $1.50, you know? 65 cents is just, doesn't make any sense. So I do think there's still bigger things to come, possible rate increases, and that's the business optimistic side of me, you know, because I hope they could do that. Do you see Lyft as being Uber's Coke and Pepsi rivalry? They already are. They already are, absolutely. There's no one else in that space. It is Uber and Lyft. There's no one else. I mean, Coke and Pepsi, I don't even know who has the margin. I think Coke has the market margin. I don't know. Yeah, it's already there. They're the only big players. You know, Juno, aka Get, is such a small percent. You know, they're still around. You know, they just got acquired, of course, by Get. But it's just Uber and Lyft. You have a few other fringe companies, but it is really just Uber and Lyft. And it is to that level. Yeah, to your point. Absolutely. What do you guys think? Dark Road says it would be great if we could turn on our own personal surge rate when we want. Yeah, we get into that realm of setting our own fares. And if you remember, that was what Sidecar was. Yeah, Michael, 65 cents is just pathetic. It makes no sense. It doesn't make any sense. 65 cents is not fair to the drivers. It's obviously a great deal to passengers, but it's like, come on. It's like insulting to pay that low. I wouldn't even want to pay that low, you know. It's double that, you know, as a passenger. But I lost my point there, guys. I was going to ask you guys what you thought, you know, if you think the best is behind us, or if you think that Uber has another big announcement coming. Because we only have, like, what? I don't know how many months or days left in this 180 days of change. Hey, guys, I see we have more people joining. That's awesome. Guys, time out right now. I know it's dark. I know. Forget that. But if you haven't done so already, can you please leave a like on this live stream? We try to always provide you value-added content. Every minute of this stream of our videos, we try to provide value. So if you could please leave a like on this live stream, it shows me that you guys get value in this live stream, gets more eyes in here, boost us in YouTube's almighty algorithm, and gets more people on your driver team. I'd really appreciate it, guys. Thanks for joining. Hey, guys, don't worry if it's dark, okay? Boost your phone's brightness, because even though you can't see me, we are just churning out massively value-added content here, so you're going to want to stay here. Oh, yeah, Michael says Sidecar was awesome. Why do they shut down? They just could not scale. Dark Road, not sure why Sidecar failed. The app was too complicated. Uber rates were better. Yeah, I think you hit the nail on the head. The app was too complicated. Riders just want to know what they're going to pay. They don't want to have to scroll through drivers and pick a driver at, you know, an appropriate rate. Passengers want to open an app, punch in their address, and be on their way. Especially if it's time sensitive, guys. You know, if you're in a rush, you want to ride, you're late for your flight. Let's think about that customer. You're late for your flight. You got to get to a function. You don't want to have to scroll around. Okay, this guy's rate is nice, but his car is really old, or this person's rates are too, I don't know, I guess too high would be the only problem. But yeah, I mean, the more seamless it is, the better for the user experience. Yeah, I don't see Uber or Lyft letting us ever set our own rates, and I kind of like it that way, honestly, you know. But if Uber and Lyft are going to set rates for us, it should be appropriate rates, because again, I can't see a platform that has a lot of variance. You know, it differs from driver to driver. That's not going to work. That was just like Sidecar. I don't see that platform working, and I think Uber and Lyft know that. But hey, if you guys are going to set the rates for us, just make sure it's fair. I mean, if you guys are new to driving, there was one point where Uber was 30 cents a mile. It stings every time I say that, but Uber was 30 cents a mile at one point. Guys, I'm going to be right back. I'm going to pause this live stream. Think about your questions. Hold your questions. Yeah, I see your comments, guys. Just 1 second. I'm going to pause. I'm going to check my GPS. I will be right back. Don't go anywhere. You didn't go anywhere, did you? I told you it was going to be fast. 5 seconds. Oh, here's the rest area, guys. Here it comes. There it goes. No, we're still feeling good, guys. Let's power on. No rest stop for me yet. Well, we've done rest stops, but I'm good right now. We still have 57 miles until the next turn here. We're only halfway there, so we're good to go, guys. Francisco, that's funny. Uber equals Coke, Lyft equals Pepsi, Tried equals Dr. Pepper. Is Dr. Pepper its own brand, or are they under the Coke umbrella or Pepsi umbrella? Sometimes it's tricky, you know. You think they're their own brand just to find out they're owned by Coke or Pepsi. You know, I don't know. What highway am I on? I don't know. You tell me. I don't know, guys. I have no idea. I'm in, what did I say, guys? Illinois? Is that what I said? I think we're in Illinois now. We left Indiana. We're in Illinois. Yeah, I don't know an interstate. I just go straight. I just follow Google. You know, I don't really pay attention to the numbers. I just look at when I need to turn and stuff. Dark Road loves, what is that? San Pellegrino. I'm not sure what that is. Sorry. All right, I'm gonna up swipe real quick here. Up, up. That's why I don't up swipe. It just zipped your comments all along. Oh, it's a lemon soda. Okay. Learning every day, guys. Learning every day. Dr. Pepper is Coke, right? Mike says. Right. Juno was a sellout, Francisco. It's an interesting subject, guys, Juno. And what happened, see, I wish the comments didn't disappear. They disappear. I'm not going to mess with the settings right now. We're driving. Yeah, Juno was a rideshare. I'm going to do this real quick, guys. But Juno was a rideshare company based in New York City, gave drivers equity in the company, but they were acquired by European rideshare company Gett, G-E-T-T. They're still operating. It is Juno by Gett. But drivers don't get any of that equity anymore. They don't get any equity stake in the company, from my understanding, and they were paid a fraction of what they were told they were going to be paid. Oh, I know, Francisco. Google Maps should tell you what road you're on. I know. I don't want to check real quick. Probably I-80. Hey, Midnight Rider John from Indiana, PA. John, I'm so far from you right now. I missed you, man. Pittsburgh, PA, in that area. I'm going to miss it, guys. Yeah. I'll check for you in a little bit. The next time I check the app, I don't want to keep clicking on the phone, you know. Yeah, John, thanks for joining, by the way. You guys are in the Dodge Caliber with me, headed to San Diego. Nice, thanks, Francisco. Francisco saying what's up. Yeah, guys, we're headed to San Diego. Oh, it's so dark. Hey, if you don't care about the darkness, if you still like hanging out with me, you're awesome. I know it's pitch black. You can kind of see me. So thank you so much for putting up with the dark live stream. We're going to be live streaming all 4 or 5 days, guys. Don't worry. But this is all good content. So thanks for hanging with me here. 8 likes on this live stream. Really appreciate it, guys. That's awesome. Dark Road says, feels like a radio show. The darkness is cool. All Things Cleveland says. Thanks, Dark Road. I'm going to probably be leveling up my sound game eventually. I'm going to get a maybe a USB mic for the MacBook. But we have some other things I want to get first. But yeah, sound's important. We're using the Rode Smart Lab Plus right now, so it's helping to block out some of the residual noise. Oh, is this guy off the road? Let's move over. Yeah, we got an 18-wheeler that just pulled off to the side of the road with his 4-ways on. Okay, well, he's moving a little bit. Is he moving? No, he stopped. Okay, he stopped. All right. We got pitch blackness in front of me, guys. Yeah, but yeah, I like talking to you guys. So you can see it lights up my face a little bit. It's because the comments are up. And then it fades away right now. And it gets dark again. We just slipped in a bad connection again, guys. Hang with me. Thanks again. Dark Road asks, how's your mileage on your Dodge Caliber? I think we're hitting about 26 miles a gallon, which is decent. You know, this is a small commuter car, nothing special. We're sitting at, oh hey, we just passed 110,000 miles on the Caliber. We're at 110,085 is the miles on the Caliber. Uh-oh, we got another. Okay, there we go. We got another 18-wheeler that's off to the side of the road with their 4-ways on. It kind of looked like he was in the travel lane, so we had to move over abruptly there. but he was on the curb, or shoulder rather. Okay. That's why I don't want to touch the phone a lot, you know. Safety first, guys. But it is pretty easy driving on the interstate, so. All right, let's upswipe real quick here. All Things Cleveland says, shine the light under your chin, and then I couldn't catch the rest of that. Yeah, I wish there was a way to light up the car a little bit more, but not too bright. Iron Claw, yeah, have you driven Uber in snowy conditions? Iron Claw, we have done a video on bad weather, so you're gonna have to go back in my video history. We did do at least one video about driving in snowy conditions and how to best manage that. Short synopsis was, if you have experience driving in winter weather, if your car is appropriately equipped, very important, if your car is appropriately equipped, and you know, again, you have the skills, because guys, it takes skill to drive in winter weather, then you can drive. But if not, yeah, All Things Cleveland. Yeah, Iron Claw, if the car is equipped, if you feel safe, otherwise don't drive. Regardless of the surge, don't drive if you don't know how to drive in winter weather or your car is not safely equipped. And there were times where I would not drive regardless of surge, and surge was 3+, you know, 3x plus, and I didn't drive, you know, because this is a 4-cylinder. It is not four-wheel drive. I did have snow tires, but Pittsburgh is hilly, guys. It's absolutely hilly. We have tight roads in certain areas and very steep roads in certain areas, and I would not risk it, you know. Plus, it doesn't matter how. There was a oh wow, a flatbed attachment that was just on the end of the side of the road there, kind of like, you know, what you put at the end of your truck, like a little flatbed wagon or whatever they call those things, just kind of chilling there. Oh geez. I lost the point again, guys. Sorry. It was just so odd seeing that on the side of the road. Maybe if I upswipe in their comments again. Maybe the winter weather driving. I think that was it. Oh yeah, yeah. It doesn't matter how well equipped your car is. You can't drive in ice. You know, winter tires, a Hummer with 4-wheel drive. It doesn't matter. You are a figure skater on ice, guys. A car cannot drive on ice, and it's just not worth it. You know. Michael says, I miss my Dodge Durango when I used to do XL. I flew up those hills, LOL. Yeah, guys. Michael's in Pittsburgh, PA, where we're leaving. And yeah, some of those cars can really get up there. Yeah, traction, All Things Cleveland. Yeah, that's the thing, guys. If you can't get traction, you can't get any traction on ice. And I've been there. And this car has slid. You know, all-season tires are awful in ice and snow. I will tell you, if you're thinking about getting snow tires for the winter season, if you're in that kind of market, I'll stretch my arm out here. Oh, yeah, if you're in a market that does get snow, do it. Make the investment and get snow tires. It is a big difference. You know, areas where I may slide and lose traction, I was okay with winter tires. They're a softer compound. Okay, they're much softer than all-season tires, and especially summer tires. So they can sink deeper into the pavement, get more traction, you know, through that snow, versus a harder compound like all season or summer tires are a lot harder, and they're not going to sink into that snow. They're going to sit on top of it and not give you as much traction. You guys are awesome. I'm looking up and there's 6 people in here in the Dodge Caliber headed to San Diego with me right now. You guys are awesome. It makes a big difference. It really does. To talk to you guys and to talk about Uber and Lyft. You know, we're talking about real things right now. You know, we're talking about things that can help you, new drivers, experienced drivers. Jeez, Dark Road. Dark Road asks, have you ever had to pass gas with a passenger in the car? I'll say it that way. Pass gas while you're in the car. It's kind of personal. Hey, everyone has to. I guess everyone has to. But if you do have to, don't do that with your passenger in the car. I hope that goes without saying. But yeah, don't do that in the car. Oddly related, if you need air fresheners, get Ozium. O-Z-I-U-M, Ozium. It's the best air neutralizer that I've used. Dissipates very quickly. It is a neutralizer. It doesn't just cover it up. And it gets rid of scents instantly. Okay, it doesn't have that. You know, passengers aren't going to say, it smells like pizza and Febreze in here. You know how sometimes you get that? Like, oh, it smells like pizza and Febreze, or pizza and flowers. Ozium, from what I've seen, it gets rid of it. I missed another comment here, guys, but I got some traffic coming up behind me, so repost your comments if you had a question there. I can't scroll up right now. And I feel bad for my data plan, by the way, because I'm sure this is going to take a decent amount of data. I'll be paying those overages, but it's worth it because this is fun. All right, guys, if you don't have any other questions, let's go back to the, you know what? We went back to the 180 days of change. Enough about Uber, okay? Let's mix it up. Dark Road is saying how he had to pass gas with a close to a pickup. Maybe I won't repeat that. Dark Road took back that message. Maybe I won't repeat that. That was nothing too bad though. Yeah, guys, we talked about Uber. Let's mix it up because maybe you don't want to talk about Uber a lot. Maybe talking about Uber is boring. Let's talk about Lyft, all right? Let's talk about what Lyft is doing. How Lyft is getting, well, if Lyft has responded to the 180 days of change, or if they haven't, what they should do, or what they're going to need to do to potentially catch up to Uber. But are they going to need to catch up? Aren't they already gaining on Uber? Well, they have been based on what we've seen. Lyft has gained 25% market share in the past 2 years. Guys, you're too funny, guys. So, Lyft has been gaining steam on Uber, right? How much of market share is Uber going to get back with the 180 days of change? Does Lyft really need to do anything? Do they need to respond and do anything at all? Should they just keep doing the status quo? Excuse me. Should they just keep doing what they're doing? Does Lyft need to offer any incentives? Do they need to offer huge incentives because they're going to fall back big time? All things Cleveland, I'm still waiting on my background check from Lyft. Yeah, guys, if you just signed up to drive on either platform, it's going to take about 1 to 3 weeks for that to go through. Yeah, it's going to take some time for that background check to go through, and depending on how many places you've lived. Dark Road says, interesting how these billion dollar companies don't own any proprietary software. Iron Claw asks, for Lyft, are you required to put trade dress on your car? You know, the tricky thing is that it varies based on your market. In some areas, legally, your state has passed laws recently for rideshare drivers that says, yes, you have to. In other markets, legally, you do not have to, okay? But here's the tricky thing. With Lyft especially, their verbiage, Michael just brought up a interesting point. Guys, Lyft's verbiage, when they give you trade dress, says, put this on your front and back windshield. You need this. Put this on your car at all times when you're driving. But do you really have to? Technically, no. Legally, no. Like Dark Road mentions, California requires front and rear trade dress at all times, $1,500 fine. And it's interesting because California was actually, to my knowledge, first at instilling that law. It may have been New York as well, because New York's big on this too, but yeah, California was one of the first markets to legally require identification, trade dress on your vehicle at all times. Why? Well, so passengers can find you easier, so you identify your vehicle as a for-hire rideshare vehicle, and also, you know, implicitly, so law enforcement can recognize you as well. If you're doing pickups, you know, if you're at a curb and you have your four-ways on, they can identify you quickly as a rideshare driver. Yeah, Michael says in New York, he said that you have to have full commercial insurance, registration with the Taxi and Limousine Commission. You do. Yeah, New York City has the biggest restrictions on what drivers need to have to stay compliant. Absolutely. Yeah, but to have the trade dress, it allows, you know, law enforcement to identify you easily. So, I mean, the reality is that, you know, they may, what's the word? They may be more accommodating to you as a rideshare driver. Typically, what we've seen in talking to drivers in Pittsburgh is that the Pittsburgh Police Department is exceptional in helping rideshare drivers. They've done a lot of things to accommodate rideshare drivers, or at the very least, they let rideshare drivers do their pickups and drop-offs, you know, within reason in highly populated, dense areas. You know, maybe there isn't the best place to park, let's say. In Pittsburgh, typically, you'll be allowed to do your pickup and drop-off with no problem. Now, if you're impeding traffic, like in the south side where our bars are, we have gotten notice that, you know, obviously you can't impede traffic. And I've mentioned this before in the south side, because it's really just one lane in each direction. You can't stop in that lane at 2 a.m. when everyone's going nuts, drivers are trying to go everywhere. Yeah, it makes sense, right? Excuse me. But for the most part, Pittsburgh has been awesome, and Pittsburgh Police Force has been very accommodating. By the way, again, I can't say enough about those guys and gals in the Pittsburgh Police Department. I've had a few officers pull up next to me and help me out and say, hey, just want to make sure that, you know, no one comes up and hits you. If you can move your car forward a little bit or something like that. If I'm parked at the corner, you know, instead of moving up a little bit. And there are times when I'm parked at a corner and I could move up a little bit, but, you know, I've stopped at the corner for my pickup, and a couple times, not a lot, but they've, you know, tried to help me out, and they're super friendly about it, you know, and obviously, you know, they're trying to bump me forward a little bit, you know, but they seem always very, very well-intentioned, very nice. And again, I think it says a lot for the people in Pittsburgh. Really great people in Pittsburgh, very welcoming, you know. So hats off to those guys and gals. Really a great team, force, unit out there in Pittsburgh. Yeah, Dark Road says, I remember when Uber drivers used to not use trade dress to avoid insurance. Did you say insurance? Yeah, insurance violations. I remember those days. Like 2 years ago when they first started, basically. Drivers would... Little timeout right now. Let me check on that GPS one more time here to see how many miles I have left. Just don't go anywhere, guys. Well, one sec. And we're back. We're on Interstate 70, by the way. Francisco, if you're still here. Yeah, Interstate 70. Yeah, we have like 30 some miles left, so we're good, guys. We're good. We were talking about, drivers would not display trade dress, even if they were told to, because if they were pulled over for whatever reason, if they got into an accident, they would try to hide the fact that they were driving for Uber and Lyft. Why is that? Excuse me. Well, if you get in an accident and you have your trade dress on, obviously, the other car involved and, witnesses, they're going to see your car, they'll look at your car immediately, and they're going to see your trade dress, okay? So the other car involved, that person's going to say, hey, can I get your insurance? Okay? And if they have to give a statement, they're going to say, well, yeah, I saw he had Uber and Lyft trade dress on. He took it off after, which seems even more shady, right? He took it off, but yeah, he was an Uber and Lyft driver, I believe. And that's going to be in the statement. And, someone's going to go to your insurance, the victim, the other car, assuming this is an at-fault accident. They're going to go to your insurance when you give them your information, and they're going to say, yeah, he was driving Uber and Lyft, I think. And they're going to say, whoa, wait, what? We don't cover Uber and Lyft driving, They're paying for personal miles only. They're a personal driver. They're not a business for hire driver. They'll say, well, he did have Uber and Lyft on there, and then they're going to deny the claim, okay? Your insurance would deny the claim, and you would have to pay everything out of pocket. Damages, injuries, you can see how that can get into the hundreds, thousands, tens of thousands or more dollars out of your pocket because you didn't have appropriate insurance. Okay, that's why it's important to get rideshare insurance, and make sure to check the options in your market. What options are there? You can call the insurance companies and ask if they have rideshare insurance, also called hybrid insurance, covering your personal and rideshare driving. Excuse me. You can call it rideshare supplemental insurance, whatever you want to call it. But add that on to your policy and make sure it covers both personal and rideshare driving. And guys, you're going to find it doesn't cost you that much more. Okay, it doesn't cost you much more for rideshare insurance. I think I'm paying $110 a month with Erie Insurance, and that is full tort, highest level of coverage, $150,000, $300,000, $150,000. That's the breakdown of coverage. And I forget exactly, what it's like, liability, collision, injury, something like that. I'd have to look at the policy, but it's full coverage, full tort. You can get limited tort too, but that's what I have. And the insurance conversation may be a little boring. I see we have some people jumping off. Here, let me look at your comments, guys. Francisco, are you using your car tachometer? Oh, guys, I just butchered that so bad. Tachometer to know when your next turn is? No, I should. Yeah, Francisco, I was just looking at the mileage on Google Maps. I had 37 miles left, so I just kind of like mentally know how long that takes, and then I check every now and then just to make sure. But actually, you know what? The phone's dying again, so we are going to have to go. The phone can only take so much battery power when we're live streaming, and it looks like I get about an hour live stream out of my battery. We were only at 75% when I started live streaming anyway. But yeah, let me check real quick, guys. I need to check that. One sec. Okay. Why the picture seems worse now? Now we're good. I think we're good. We got 9%, so I do got to go here in a few minutes. Dark Road, how did you hear about InstaHealthy? Yeah, InstaHealthy. I looked on a website. I believe this is where I found them. I was looking at a lot of different places for job placement. But I was looking at a website, angel.co, I believe is the website, that just looks at startups. It just searches startups for jobs. I was kind of interested in working in a startup to kind of have that flexibility, to wear multiple hats, to really take ownership. The company that I was working for prior was a pretty, very large corporate company, very structured, and I just kind of was seeking more independence and freedom. and especially really taking charge of my earnings potential. That's really why I wanted to get into sales, is to just blow up my earnings potential, really crush it, guys. I got tons of energy to really invest in working deals, in networking with clients, closing on some deals here. So again, if your office, your gym, your school, wherever, if your facility could use healthy organic vending options, reach out to me at yourdrivermike@gmail.com. We can start talking and look at getting you guys an awesome, organic, healthy vending machine option, or micro market, which is like a little grocery store, depending on the size of your company. Really excited about it, guys. Really excited about it. Was it a tough interview, Dark Road? No, the guy was the CEO. Really cool, really nice guy, really down to earth. Really everyone I've interacted with in California has been really super nice, and I'm pumped to work for them. Michael says, I'm glad I caught this comment. Michael says, last week the Pittsburgh police, Michael's in Pittsburgh, arrested his passengers because he barked at the police dog. Okay, and I'll tell you right now, guys, you do not mess with canine units. Okay, first off, do not mess with your police force at all either. These are hero men and women doing things that I can only imagine with their, what's the word? Sorry, I had a car coming, actually an 18-wheeler. It's coming up on us pretty fast. Maybe because I'm going too slow again, guys. I'm going 65. Yeah, these are very brave men and women working to make our community safer. Okay, going into dangerous circumstances, situations, and dealing with less than desirable people, behaviors, I should say. I'm not judging here. Behaviors. These are very brave men and women. Okay, and their canine units are professionally trained canines that are dedicating their lives to helping our police force. So yeah, I mean, if you're provoking, and that's what it is, that's what they can take it as, provoking, right? Barking mockingly at a canine unit, at a dog. Yeah, don't do it. And I can imagine that the passenger may have been intoxicated, but you do not mess with a canine unit, okay? And at the very least, they're going to question you. They're just going to reprimand you. They probably going to fine you. Who knows? Whatever they call it, disorderly conduct. I don't know. There's a lot of different, things there. Yeah, not a good idea, guys. Yeah, show respect and you'll give respect, especially for these hardworking men and women that help us. They help us on the road all the time. These, men and women are out there on the road protecting, in part, the road for us drivers. Absolutely. Always give these men and women the utmost respect. Hey, I'm going to go, guys. I want to stay on, but the battery's dying, so I need to charge it so I can see my GPS. And we may wrap it up for the night here. We'll see how the energy level goes. Yeah, All Things Cleveland, thank you so much. Be safe, Mike. See you when you come back on. Thank you, All Things Cleveland. We are going to get going here just because, again, the battery's dying. Otherwise, I would stay on here. And I'm concerned how much data it's taken. I'll pay it. It's worth it. It's an investment. So, yeah, thanks so much, guys, for watching. We'll be back, who knows when. Later tonight, definitely tomorrow, talking everything Uber, Lyft, rideshare, moving, the channel, whatever. Guys, subscribe if you're not subscribed already. You can go to any part in this stream, any video, and you should get absolute value-added content that's going to help you in business or rideshare, okay? So yeah, leave a like on your way out, guys, if you would like. Have a good night, and who knows, I'll talk to you soon, whenever. I'll see you guys. Thank you.